Greetings, everyone. This is The Truth Will Rise, back with a new video. I didn't want to wait until I got a chance to get back to my usual taping area and get changed. You know, sometimes when you have something that needs to be said, you need to say it at the first opportune time. And this is one of those moments. So, kind of what I want to get into today, real briefly, is some of this reality TV nonsense that's going on out here. And I had considered doing an analysis of each show that I wanted to kind of break down, but yeah, I don't have time to go through all of that. So I'm just going to go through a few of some of the ones I've had the unfortunate pleasure of seeing, and it's in no particular order because all of them are very egregious in their own way. And some of them, like I said, I'm not familiar like that with all of them, so I may get some of the names wrong or whatever, or I may be talking about two different shows with the same overarching theme I'm not sure of. But you know, for those of you who watch these programs, you'll probably be able to fill in the blanks and see what I'm talking about if I get a name here or a title wrong or whatnot. Okay, one of the first ones I want to get into, and I don't know, oh goodness, I think it's called Dance Moms or Dancing Girls or whatever it's called. But anyway, first off, let me just say this. I don't think, you know, dance is wonderful art, and you know, I understand that, you know, that is something that you start from the way from a little tyke all the way up. So that's not even close to the issue. It kind of ties into an issue I have with this other show where they were talking about putting the little children in pageants. Is not, like I said, not the dancing itself. The dancing can be a very beautiful thing. It is the sexualization of these little girls. And some people may say, oh, you're looking too much into it, yada, yada, yada. I'm telling you, shows like this are like porn to a pedophile. And listen to where I'm going with this. Because when you take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old girl, you know, that around that age group, and you put makeup and jewelry and lipstick on them and all those things, you know, one, you whether you like it or not, you are sexualizing those young children. And two, because you're making them try to be like women. And they are not women. They are small children. Okay? And I understand, I get for certain costumes and all that. But at the end of the day, those are still little children. And, you know, I don't know. That, to me, that just seems odd, as does it the fact that these children many times are running around practically in various states of undress with some of the clothing that they have on or don't have on, for lack of a better term. And it's just kind of disturbing to see that, because that's playing into a whole nother, you know, the overall sexualization of children anyway. That's a whole nother video. Let me just stop there. That's a little bit weird to me. And with most of these things, you will see usually with programming, a negative reverberating effect throughout society. So that was the first one. Now, the next one, and I'm just going to kind of dust over this one, is this Baseball Wives show. You know what? All of these women, and I use that term very loose, females, because women who truly embodies the feminine principle would never behave in such a manner as these females do. I mean, they just carry on and just act the fool about nothing. You know, I don't have the type of money and lifestyle that these people do. But if I have money and my man's over here have got money, why I got to argue? Oh, you know, she said this. She didn't talk to me. She didn't invite me. Who cares? Who cares? Like, are you even really in high school acting like this? And the fact that you're put out there as pseudo celebrities just because of who you marry, it's totally ridiculous. It's just a whole bunch of nonsensical drama that plays into some of the lower vibrational chakras or frequencies that some of us operate at, and it fills that need. And on that note, we definitely need to not even, operate at a level that low. Now, the other ones that I want to get into, and these that I find most egregious and most disturbing, are these shows that highlight the teen pregnancies or the teen mothers or the teen parents or whatever. I think there's multiple ones, so that's the basic theme of these shows. Now, some people will say that the true intent of these shows is to show how hard it is and in order to make people not want to do it, which is a bunch of garbage, because sadly we live in a time of monkey see, monkey do when it pertains to media and entertainment. And when I first saw this show, I made this prediction that you were going to see people aspiring to be that garbage. And here's why. Okay? Because these people are propped up, and basically, obviously they don't make good decisions, or they would not be teen mothers. And though they love their children and are glad to have them at 15, 16 or whatever. Basically, if you're still in high school, you don't have any business having children. You need to be focused on, as the old folks say, getting your lesson. That's where your focus needs to be, and not out here trying to be hot and fast. But the fact that you have a child at that age shows that you don't make good decisions, and you get basically rewarded with a television show and pseudo celebrityism, okay? Because you see these people now, on television shows and magazines and all of these sorts of things, and for making a bad decision and getting on television. And don't think that these networks would not, or hopefully they're not that stupid, would not seriously put these people on if they weren't hitting them off with some type of, they're getting paid, okay? Don't be fooled by that for one hot second. But that's what's going on right now. You have people aspiring to be teen mothers, and I've read several articles. And if you don't believe me, type in the next generation of aspiring teen moms into a search engine, and articles will come up, because that's what's being highlighted. You don't see the television show, I go to work in school and I have X aspirations, or I take care of my family institution. You don't see those shows. You don't see the show, whatever I'm abstinent or I take care of my wife, or I bust my butt for my children. You don't see reality shows like that, because that's not what's meant to be put out there. Okay? What's meant to be put out there is what I like to call the trash TV phenomenon, where the worse it is, the most mind-sucking, the most just low vibrational stuff that you can possibly put on the airwaves, that is what will be out there. And as I've said many times, there's a reason why they call television shows programming. That wasn't by accident. Okay? These words and terms are selected for a reason. And so, when things like this are put out there, consciously you will have people take it and run with it. And not only that, that things such as this will become more and more acceptable in society. You know, you can go back years ago, you know, even 15, 20 years ago in depictions of sex and sexual activity and things of that nature, you know, and some of that stuff back then was considered cutting edge. I mean, is paled in comparison by what you see on even network TV, much less, you know, what used to be on HBO, or what we used to call Skinamax. You know, you would watch it late at night. You know, you'd see, you know, a side boob here or something like that. But now you can see that on primetime television. And that's what's going on. These images and the fact that, particularly with some of these shows, are almost geared toward children and family is one, disturbing, but then further speaks to the point that, you know, that's just another way of putting the family under attack. And that is why, you know, if you insist on turning on the idiot box, then please don't watch reality TV, because the fact that people will watch it will only encourage them to make more of this garbage. And who knows what else they're gonna roll down the pike, because every time I think they've hit a new low, you know, they knock the floor out and take it down even further, even amongst even more foolishness and more ridiculousness. So these things, you know, it doesn't speak to putting out positive things and positive energy and speaking to a high level of intellectualness. No, it does not at all. Okay, you have an entire generation raised on this nonsense, and it's up to us, us ourselves. Okay, and I've said this on so many other videos. You can't rely on these punk-ape politicians, because they don't care about you in the first place. Okay, don't think about corporations, because they're only interested in making money, and they darn sure don't care, because if you're watching, you're putting money in their pocket. You know, you can't rely on institutions such as religion or education, because, like I said, all of them are attacking your intellect at various levels. But they see us, the people, as things to be not only harvested, but a natural resource to be leached off of, because without us, these things can't even exist. And it's up to us to basically step up our game on all levels, you know, on a mental level, emotional level, a spiritual level, to where this stuff will go away, because that won't even be at a level that we will even want to tune into. So, you know, in closing, I just want to say that if you're watching that stuff, you're not doing yourselves any favors. You know, turn to something else. You know, there's plenty of, okay, no, there's not plenty, but there are some things on television that are not to that level of egregiousness. You know, wean yourself off. You know, kind of take a personal 12-step program, you know, to get away from it, because for some people it is an addiction. You know, they got to have, say for instance, their coffee in the morning, maybe their midday cigarette, and their bad girls, or whatever that show is called, Bad Bad girls club, whatever it is, in the evening. And they structure their lives around these things, and we have to move to a higher level, because when you're looking back over your life, I guarantee you won't remember, somebody getting slapped on a television show or somebody getting kicked off or whatever. What you'll remember, if there's any shows involved, like I remember for me watching the Super Bowl and shows like that with my granddad, but not the Super Bowl itself, was that moment. And those times with family, those are the important things. Those are the things that you'll remember. Those are the lasting things. That's really the legacy that we can truly leave here on planet Earth. And that's what it's about. And that's what I'm trying to say here. So, I'm going to leave you all with this, because the video is at 16 minutes right now. But I know the lighting was bad, but it's not about being able to see my face. Hopefully it's about getting the message out. So, don't even worry about that. But this is The Truth Will Rise. Wishing to everybody to operate and send out, and hopefully I'm sending you positive energy, positivity, and just want to wish everyone peace, power, and positivity. And I'm out of here. Peace.